Welcome back. A massive gun control fail leads to the best argument against gun control that you'll ever hear. I'm Liz Wheeler, and this is my final point. In the wake of the horrific shooting at First Baptist Church in Sutherland Springs, Texas, that left 26 people dead, including an unborn baby, the knee-jerk reaction from the left is to scream for gun control. Ban guns, they say. That is the only solution. Over at the Washington Post, a writer by the name of Philip Bump argues the only surefire way to help prevent mass shootings, or any shootings, is to broadly limit access to guns in general. Well, he's right, actually. But the thing is, firearms are used 80 times more often to save a life than to take one. So if you want to prevent self-defense shootings, then yeah, go ahead and try to take our guns. But a key phrase in his comment is highly overlooked here. Bump says, the only surefire way to help prevent mass shootings is to broadly limit access to guns in general. In general. What does that mean? That means criminals who are prohibited from possessing firearms don't care about the law. Men who beat their wives and break the skull of their infant stepson aren't going to pick up a newspaper and see a gun control law was passed and then say, oh, damn it, now I can't buy myself a gun. No, what they're going to do is lie on the government form like the shooter did in Texas. But here's the thing. Texas has gun control and it failed. There is no gun control argument the Democrats are making that they're presenting that is not fundamentally flawed, but this one is the very worst. Are you ready for this? Okay, follow along. The shooter, Devin Kelley, was convicted of domestic assault. He attacked his then wife and he attacked his infant stepson. He broke the baby's skull. He was sentenced to a year in confinement in the military and then he was given a bad conduct discharge. Now, last year, the Supreme Court upheld the law prohibiting any person convicted of domestic violence from possessing a firearm. So why was Kelley able to obtain a firearm then? Because of the biggest gun control fail you'll ever hear about. And the only place you'll hear it broken down is here on my show because liberals are too afraid to admit the truth. The Air Force admits they did not submit the criminal information on Kelley's domestic violence conviction to the FBI, as is required by Pentagon rules. As Dana Lash says, the system is only as good as the records submitted to it. This neglect allowed Kelley's background check after Kelley lied on the form to pass. His lie about his domestic abuse conviction was not caught. Why? The largest gun control fail since last weekend in Chicago. Government officials in charge of keeping guns out of the hands of criminals failed due to government officials. Yet they want us to trust them with our safety, trust them to keep guns out of the hands of evil men, trust them to be the only ones with the right to bear arms. When they had a gun control law on the books, they couldn't even do it right. And now they want full control of our right to bear arms. 26 people are dead because the laws we have on the books to protect innocent people from deranged lunatics who want to kill us was botched up by the very same government officials who want us to make them more laws and want us to give them our guns. Thank God for men like law-abiding, gun-owning citizen Stephen Williford, who used his rifle to stop the shooter. If Democrats were anything other than disingenuous and based policy on what actually stops shootings, they would encourage more men and women to be like Williford, to bear arms legally, educate yourself, and join the NRA. And that's my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.